The mood tracker is back. What's the temperature of the spin the wheel LSU fan base? The LSU fan mood tracker is a little interesting to me, so I would classify it as don't embarrass me. If you've ever been a part of a team, if you've ever been a part of a group of people doing anything, and like you stand up for them, you defend them publicly. And then once you're done touting their ability publicly, you know you secretly still have some doubts about them. So once you get behind closed doors, you look at them and you say, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. You know, if I'm one of your friends and you're about to go race tomorrow and I go talk trash on every street corner about how you're about to smoke these fools, I may or may not believe it. But if I've got some doubt, I'm telling you morning of race, don't you embarrass me. I backed you. Don't embarrass me. Well, that's LSU fans with Brian Kelly right now. They will defend him right now till the ends of the earth. But it's not that they don't have doubts. It's just that you got to understand the LSU fan base. This is a very prideful group of people. It's a very unique part of the country. I love it. I've been accepted in that part of the country ever since I did this. I've been accepted by those folks. Love them to death. They know that. I talked to several of them that I've met through doing this show. And here's the thing I know about LSU folks. There is a chorus they sing publicly that sounds sometimes radically different than the one they sing privately when it's just themselves. Because the pride of the LSU fan base will not allow them to publicly portray vulnerability, even if it's there. Because they're not about to deal with it from Bama folks and Florida folks and A&M folks. They're not going to listen to it. So they're going straight up, shield in the air, united front when they talk about LSU publicly. Now, when they're private, they'll let me in the midst occasionally. And I know when they won the SEC West the first year and everyone thought they were off to the races and then they were historically bad defensively last year, that doesn't accidentally happen. That's not a blip on the radar screen. That's a fundamental problem, and it's got to be rectified. You can't ever be that bad at LSU. Defensively, have a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback come through, and it's totally wasted because we can't get off the field. That's terrible. So it's not that you trash the entire coaching staff. You do take the defensive staff and totally overhaul it, and they did a wonderful job. There is no defensive staff in college football more upgraded year over year than LSU's. They did not make the moves they needed to make in the portal. Their defensive line will not be to the standard that LSU normally is. Doesn't mean that's the end-all, be-all. Just means they got to be really, really good in squeezing every ounce of potential out of this team this year that they can. So, you know, you get your preview magazines coming out right now, and I haven't looked at them yet. I would imagine somewhere in like the 10 to 20 range is where LSU will be. LSU fans have a certain standard for their program. They should. The last three coaches they've had there have won championships. So they look at their program and say, if we've got it right, it feels like most anyone within reason can walk in here and win. Accurate. Yes, accurate. Helps to play the title game in the Superdome, but accurate. So Brian Kelly's done it before. He hadn't won a title, but he's won at a high level before. This should be a perfect match. And I'm not saying it's not. They're not saying it's not. They're defending him publicly. But behind the scenes, if they could talk to Brian Kelly, a lot of those LSU folks would say, do not embarrass us. Don't do this. We got your back. Last year, worried us, rattled us a little bit, but you made the staff moves. Got your back. Don't you embarrass us. Why didn't you land more kids out of the portal? You know what? Whatever. Maybe you've got a plan. Don't you embarrass us. Can't have it happen 2 years in a row. Can't have it. And so they open up with USC. That's that Sunday night standalone game there the day before Labor Day Eve in Las Vegas. And then Nichols, and then they're at South Carolina to open conference play. Don't embarrass them. LSU folks, don't forget. Don't embarrass them.